Hey there, and welcome. In this video, I'm going to be sharing some of my own 2 cents regarding the Under Armour Tribase Reign 3s, as well as some of talk of the Pro 4s. Now to be clear, this isn't exactly a review for the Tribase Reign 3s. These shoes have been out for some time now, and as you can see, the Tribase Reign Pro 4s and the base model are already making it to the scene. Additionally, there's a couple of YouTubers out there who have done a great job covering most of the details on these shoes. So why this video? This is a supplemental review since the new models are out and to provide you with a different perspective and some high quality visual content of these shoes. So I hope it finds you well and helps you with that decision as to whether or not these shoes are right for you. When the first Tribase Reign shoes came out, I was pretty pumped and bought several colors. They looked minimal, were aesthetic, were also low drop and designed to be rugged for both weightlifting and conditioning work. However, like most new shoe lines, there were several issues that needed to be addressed. Several years later, here we are with the Tribase Reign 3 and soon the 4s. Now I skipped the second model because they were just too narrow for my feet and the color options were just not in my favor. So I gave these 3s a try. And you know, for gym shoes, they look pretty nice, especially this third version and color variation. But all Tribase Reign shoes share 2 common problems. They are heavy and stiff. Like this 4 Pro version is nearly 100 grams heavier than the third. Why? My current gym shoe only weighs freaking 219 grams, and that's with insoles. By the way, I'm a fan of these types of shoes because our feet have numerous muscles and nerves that are very sensory sensitive. Too much support, heel to toe drop, or thick foam in our shoes tend to take away the potential of what our feet has to offer. Luckily, the Tribase Reign shoes are 2mm drops and are not as thick, but even with the foam it offers, it's really not as comfortable to wear all day. Now what's crazy is that this 4 Pro version, while it is much bigger, it actually fits better than the 3s, especially around the ankle and heel area. And even the outsole seems more flexible. I've seen some people say on the reviews that the third versions feel snug and secured, but I beg to differ. In my experience, my feet were moving all over the place with these shoes, not a feeling that breeds confidence. More specifically when you are running for any distance or perhaps jumping around. I think it's because of the added heel foam and stretch knit fabric that's being used. The heel foam, while soft, it just doesn't make sense to have because it doesn't effectively hold your heel in place. The last thing here is the top stretch knit. I like the idea here. The loop is a great feature to have, and if you're in a hurry, the shoes are easy to slip on. But unfortunately, it does not work well for these shoes. The reason is quite similar to the issue I had with the Hover Phantom 2 Intellinet version. My heels would move around all over the place again, and if I wanted that snug fit, I would need to choke my feet to death. Definitely not comfortable. It might have worked if the top tongue area had more padding to prevent the pressure points from the laces. Kind of like how the 4 Pro version and base model are doing with a slightly padded tongue and solid lacing system. It seems like they have made some improvements here by adding that plastic-like material and thicker laces to ensure that the shoe does stay put. For these shoes, I wear a size 11.5, and because of the negative experience mentioned towards the 3s, I decided to try a size 11 and had the same issue in the heel area, but it wasn't as bad as the size 11.5. Then again, it wasn't even worth it because of my toes being crammed up and not allowing me to have the proper toe splay. The rubber outsole is very effective at sticking to the ground and especially for lateral work. Speaking of rubber outsole, these shoes do require a break-in period. They were stiff at first, but after walking 2 miles, I noticed them to be more flexible. The 4 Pros didn't need a break-in period. They felt fairly flexible right out of the box. When you look at the bottom of these shoes side by side, you can see that they have made some changes. It appears that the base of the soles are slightly wider, flatter, and have less spacing or gaps in them. Now, these shoes do have a removable insole, which is great since I wear my own. But no matter what I tried, the shoes just felt worse with them on in terms of securing the foot. The 4th Pro version was actually better at this, but still not as secure as, say, the Hoversonic 4s or my current gym shoe. As of now, I don't have a dedicated gym shoe from Under Armour, And if you know me and been following along my channel, you know that I'm a fan of their gear. I really wanted to like these shoes, but no matter how I wore it or looked at it, it was not ideal for me. It really does depend on your feet, I guess. If your ankles are jacked up like mine, or if you have low to flat arches, unfortunately, I wouldn't recommend these shoes. And if you don't mind the bulkier size, width, weight, or the colorway of this 4 Pro version, then I think they would be a better option for you. As of today, the Merrell Vapor Glove 5s, a minimalist and barefoot shoe, along with my own insoles, are the best gym shoes I currently own. Super flexible, lightweight, fits well, and are affordable. Still, I'd like to try Under Armour's Tribase Reign 4's base model to see if I can finally have a dedicated UA gym shoe. That's all for this video. I hope it was helpful. Thanks so much for watching and supporting this channel. I look forward to seeing you in the next one, but till then, train intentionally with maximum effort and be one with the iron.